Don't miss these 5 things in GTA Online before April 16th. With the weekly update in GTA Online, we got a bunch of really nice things, including some things with huge bonuses, massive discounts, and much more. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and let's get into it. First up, we start off with the bonus money from the weekly update, and this is where we got a bunch of really nice things. To begin with, we had a triple money bonus on the Pursuit Race series, which also includes a triple LS car meet reputation. So if you guys are looking to level up your LS car meet reputation, this will be a really nice thing you could do before the weekly update comes to a close. After that, we have all of the things with the double money and RP. We have a dispatch work, the bail office bounties, the Vespucci job remix, and the community combat series. By far the best thing there just has to be the bail office bounties. As you'll see on screen, you will be able to get $250,000 for the most wanted bounty, and this one will refresh with each day. So before this event weekend on April 16th, you definitely want to complete as many of the most wanted bounties as you can. Even doing these standard bounty targets, which are repeatable, will be sure to make you a really nice amount of money. And then for those of you guys with that GTA Plus membership, getting 3 times money on dispatch work and 4 times money on the bail office bounties is absolutely ridiculous. You definitely want to take advantage of them. The last bonus was a double money on the bail office staff income. So if you guys do have the agents inside the bail office, you can send them away, and when they come back, they will be making you double the amount. A really nice thing to do, especially if you're already playing the bail office bounties. Every time you return to your bail office and you see your agents there, just send them away again. And of course, if you guys have GTA Plus, you will be able to use the Vinewood Car Club app to send them as well. So hopefully you guys can make millions of dollars from the bonuses this week before the refresh date comes around. After the bonus money, we have another huge section, potentially even better than the bonus money. It will be our discounts. Now, obviously, with the bail office having its various bonuses, in usual Rockstar fashion, they also gave us a massive 40% off every single bail office, which includes its upgrades. So this will be a really nice chance to pick up the 2 agents, even just buying the bail office itself, because they can be pretty pricey when you also factor in all of its upgrades. Similar to the last week, there is also still the 35% off all of the law enforcement vehicles, apart from some of the newer ones. This is officially the last chance you guys can take advantage of these discounts. They will not be discounted in the next weekly update on April 16th. So make sure that you have a good look through the Warstock Cash and Carry website and find one of the police vehicles that you want. Even with that 35% discount, pretty much all of them are ridiculously priced. I think a surprisingly good one to purchase will be the Classy Park Ranger, and that is only because it will have a login unlock tied to it called the Summer Park Ranger outfit with time. So if you buy it any time throughout this week, within 72 hours, you will also get that clothing item, which in my opinion probably makes it just that little bit better. For some standard vehicle discounts, we also had a 30% off all of these on screen. I think the best one there just has to be the Banshee GTS. This is currently the fastest car in GTA Online, if we're not including things like the special vehicles with their various boosts. I believe the Banshee GTS with all the HSW upgrades has a top speed of 138 miles per hour, and then with the HSW upgrades, it gets a ridiculous top speed of around 170 miles per hour. Altogether, just a great car. In terms of other things on this list, I do think the anti-aircraft trailer is a pretty nice one to get, but in terms of use cases, you will probably not really want to use it that often. I also love the overflowed AUTAC. And last but not least, to wrap up this discount section, we have the gun van primary discounts. It is nice to see some free things here, and that 50% off the railgun is also incredibly nice. And then if you guys have GTA Plus, getting the free stun gun, a 70% off body armor, and a 40% off the heavy rifle are all really nice things to have. And of course, with GTA Plus, the gun van is permanently located on your map. After the discounts, we have the free cars from the weekly update. The first one inside the casino for the Lucky Wheel podium vehicle was the Fister Growler. I think this one is actually really nice because you can use this in the auto shop robbery contracts, which in my opinion already makes it just that little bit better. And getting it for free is always nice as well if you manage to win it by spinning the Lucky Wheel. The second free vehicle was inside the LS car meet for the prize ride. It was the Anis 300R. If you want to get this one for free, you needed to place top 5 in the LS car meet series for 3 days in a row. So there might just be enough time for you to get this one. And also bear in mind, because it is the LS car meet series that you need to play, that will include then pursuit races, which already have that triple money and RP. So yeah, you might want to jump into these things, invite a friend or a random player and do this 3 days in a row. I also think the Anis 300R does look quite nice, but I do definitely prefer the Growler. The next thing that I wanted to include from the weekly update was the test track vehicles or test rides. I do think there is some pretty nice ones here, all things considered. So we start things off inside PDM or Simeon's Auto Shop. You can find the Albany Hermes, JB700W, Dinka Jester Classic, Itali Classic, and Grotti Stinger. I think the best looking one here is the Itali Classic. I love how this one looks, and it is always nice because you guys get the option to test drive them, which even to this day I still think is a really nice feature. We then move over to the Luxury Autos dealership. We have the Fiesta Astrale and the Sentinel GTS. Both of these cars are absolutely incredible. Honestly, I do prefer the Astrale, and it really comes down to it having the HSW upgrades, and just how it handles with them HSW upgrades applied is really surprising. However, if you guys do not have access to HSW, the Sentinel GTS is extremely fast for what it is, and it also looks incredibly clean. The last place for the test rides is the LS Car Meet. You can find the Strata, the Tornado Rat Rod, and the Cognoscenti, with the HSW test ride being the Karen Vivanite. So yeah, a pretty nice selection in my opinion. You might want to try some of these vehicles out at PDM or the LS Car Meet, or even just purchase one of the Luxury Autos dealership cars on display. So at long last, for our final section, we have the weekly money methods. Starting off with the weekly challenge, this was to secure 2 bail office bounties, and in turn you would get a clothing unlock called the Winter LSPD Officer Outfit and $100,000. So of course this is really nice for the obvious reason, having the bonuses already on the bail office, but then also having that Winter LSPD Officer Outfit tied to this, and of course the $100,000 we typically get for completing weekly challenges. Make sure that you do this before April 16. For some pretty standard weekly money methods that refresh every single week without fail, we first of all have the FIB priority file. For this week we had the Project Breakaway file. If you already have a garment factory, I say this with every single don't miss out video, but it is always worth completing them, and even completing the bonus challenges for each priority file. The Project Breakaway file is honestly quite a nice one. It also does not take too long to complete. After that, the salvage yard robberies are as follows. We have the podium robbery for the Pegasi Zentona, the gangbanger robbery for the Ocelot Swinger, and the Duggan robbery for the Dinka Kanjo SJ. Similar to the FIB priority file and owning a garment factory, if you guys have a salvage yard, I always suggest completing all 3 of them every weekly update if you have the time, or in the worst case scenario, completing the top tier vehicle and getting a pretty nice payout, usually just under $500,000. The last weekly money method is obviously our time trials, and to run through these ones really quickly, you could complete the premium race called Downtown Underground, the standard time trial was called Vinewood Bowl, and the HSW time trial was Textile City to Stab City. So to give you guys a summary of this week and give my top 3 things that you should definitely focus on, I think first of all, the discounts just have to be in the first place. There is so many of them to choose from, and picking up things like the Banshee GTS, or even potentially a law enforcement vehicle to focus on the dispatch work, and obviously the bail offices is always nice. I would then follow the discounts with the bonus money, just having that bail office bonus, and especially if you guys have a GTA Plus membership, you should be able to make millions of dollars from this. If you have not done so already, there's still a few more days left of the weekly update, and you should be able to make upwards of $500,000 quite easily. And for the third best thing, I would probably say that the test track vehicles would be my pick. I think the standout there just has to be the 2 Luxury Autos dealership cars and the Itali Classic inside PDM or Simeon's Auto Shop. But yeah guys, I'm really intrigued to hear what you think about this weekly update. What did you like the most? Also remember to get some of them clothing items if you need to get them from the weekly challenge, and even purchasing the Classy Park Ranger law enforcement vehicle. This might be the last week to actually take advantage of that and get them outfits, which in turn obviously makes them quite rare. But yeah, if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in any way, shape or form, leave a like, I always do appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.